What's going on, friends? Did Harley-Davidson make the Evolution engine just way too reliable? Well, starting with the twin cam and everything thereafter, it really seems like Harley-Davidson has gone completely backwards. Well, don't worry, folks. There is a warranty, though. But when it comes to that warranty, there's a few things that you kind of need to understand when it comes to the warranty and kind of the quality of the engine that you're getting today in the newer motorcycles. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the new motorcycles today. They're just built a little differently than they were back in the days of the Evolution. But when we think of the Evolution engine, Harley-Davidson was coming off an absolute mess with AMF. Harley-Davidson is really trying to get customers back to the brand. Harley-Davidson was coming off of the years of the shovelhead and AMF. They were having overheating issues, bikes were leaking oil, and just general really bad build quality because of the factory, and they had some really unhappy employees. So the Evolution, while it no doubt turned Harley-Davidson around, they built this engine for complete and total reliability. But guys, at the end of the day, reliability doesn't exactly keep the lights on in parts and service at the dealership. Please don't forget, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. So Harley-Davidson, basically with the Evolution engine, they realized, hey, we got to get more power. Can't really put a whole lot more power in the Evo and keep it EPA compliant and make it all, reliable and stuff. So basically they come out with the twin cam engine. Now don't get me wrong, twin cam is not a bad motor at all. It started out pretty good, except for the whole cam chain tensioner thing, which, that's really a non-issue these days if you go ahead and get that corrected. But twin cams, they were always kind of considered a throwaway motor, and we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. Now, with the Evolution engine, this thing was absolutely infinitely rebuildable. Now, from Harley-Davidson's standpoint, okay, we've got a great customer base now, but this infinitely rebuildable engine really isn't good for business, especially when they're going to the aftermarket and, hey, we're not really selling any new bikes here. So when it comes to the twin cam engine, my personal opinion, I feel like they really started to engineer in some basically factory defects. And at the same time, not only that, they were increasing production and they were putting these motors together a heck of a lot cheaper than they were with the Evolution engine. So guys, when it came to the twin cam engine, we had a lot more moving parts and a lot more components in there. Now, even if those cam chain tensioners had worked as intended, and who knows, maybe they were designed to fail and shell some engines. I don't know. I'm not a marketer, but I don't think that's a good idea. But anyhow, it happened. But if the cam chain tensioners with the springs worked as intended, they were only supposed to go 30,000 miles, and then you had to come in for a service. Something that you never really had to deal with the Evolution engine. Now, as I mentioned, twin cam was off to a pretty good start, minus the little twin cam chain tensioner issue thing. But aside from that, we still had the Timken bottom end, which was great because the Timken bottom end only allowed for about 0.02 of slop within the engine, if you could really even call it 0.02 slop. That's actually set up pretty good. So they started going back to the old roller bearing setup. Yes, it was able to be produced faster and likely a heck of a lot cheaper because they're saving on parts and labor there. But that system allowed for 0.16 of slop throughout that engine. And not only that, they started pressing the cranks instead of bolting them together like they did with the good old Evo. So naturally, if you wanted to upgrade your twin cam, Harley-Davidson was going to try to talk you into a brand new crankshaft. Not to mention, if you needed a rebuild, you couldn't really just pull that crankshaft apart, rebuild it, and true it up. It was pressed. And there's only a handful of machine shops out there that can actually handle unpressing one of those cranks, truing them up, well, the best you can, and putting them back together. Those are very limited. Not every machine shop on earth can actually do that even today. So if we look at it that way, it really looks like Harley-Davidson has really gone back in quality. Now, with taking a step backwards, I guess, in quality, for whatever reason, don't ask me how it works, but it works. Somehow they managed to make them work. And in just my opinion here, the trick to actually making this work is the fact that it works for the warranty period. That's why it's like, okay guys, don't worry folks, we have taken a step backwards. We're producing things cheaper and everything else, but we have an excellent warranty for you if you buy a new bike. So, what happens with Harley-Davidson is honestly, Harley-Davidson is really counting on you not riding your motorcycle that much and not riding it very often. They're counting on somebody buying a brand new motorcycle and really maybe riding it 3,000 miles a year. And that's probably really pushing it because they give you a 2-year unlimited warranty. And you can also buy the extended service plan up to 7 years. Now here's the deal with the Harley-Davidson warranty. If you get the Harley-Davidson warranty, the extended service plan, yes, you can upgrade your motorcycle, but you are really locked down into Screamin' Eagle components. Now, what I'm going to say here, this varies by dealer, this and that. I'm just giving you guys my own personal experience with my personal dealer. No, I don't own it. I say it's my personal dealer because that's where I go. That's where I bought my bikes and a lot of good people there. So, you buy an extended service plan, you're really locked into Screamin' Eagle products for your hard upgrades. And by what I mean is your hard upgrades is like if you want to do a big bore kit, high compression pistons, camshaft, you definitely have to go with Screamin' Eagle or you're going to void your warranty if you go aftermarket. Now, that also goes in line with your tuning. Yeah, when it comes to tuning, you're going to have to bite the bullet and use the Screamin' Eagle Street Tuner. If you flash it with anything else, yeah, I know the Harley-Davidson is going to have to prove that that tuner, the aftermarket tuner, blew that part up in the engine, but good luck with that. You can't fight City Hall. So naturally, when it comes to your warranty, you can do some things. It's not a deal where you have to use Screamin' Eagle oil, you have to have the bike serviced at the dealership, or else this thing's going to explode. Now, there are some dealers out there, I hate to say it, I'm not trying to disparage any dealers, but there are some out there that might really try to mislead you down the wrong direction. Fortunately, the dealer I go to, they don't. You could put slip-on exhaust. You could put a full exhaust on your bike. Just have it tuned with the Screamin' Eagle tuner. Now, obviously, if you have a problem with that full exhaust system, like say if the muffler rusted and fell off, you can't come back on Harley-Davidson for that part of the warranty. Harley-Davidson's obviously not going to warranty somebody else's exhaust system. Now, if you bought a Screamin' Eagle exhaust system and the muffler rusted and had fallen off, yeah, they would warranty that. The thing is like, whatever you change on the bike, it's not going to completely void your warranty. If you go out and buy some Kuryakin grips instead of Harley-Davidson, that just basically means Harley-Davidson is not going to warranty the grips on the bike if something happened. It's not going to completely void your warranty because you went outside of Harley-Davidson for that. Now, it's a different story when you get into the engine. You can't go to the aftermarket and put like an entire fuel moto big bore kit on the bike and expect Harley-Davidson to warranty the engine at that point. But you can do the full exhaust system as long as it's tuned with the Screamin' Eagle tuner. You can get an aftermarket air cleaner, just once again, Screamin' Eagle tuner. You can put different seats on it. You can do different things. Just you don't really want to get into the internals of the engine with parts that are not Screamin' Eagle if you're looking to do upgrades under warranty. That is where it'll really get you in trouble. So anyhow, guys, if you were curious if Harley-Davidson went backwards or the warranties, how that kind of worked and this and that, I'm just kind of giving you my opinion from what my dealer had working with them, kind of how I've got. Not every dealer is the same because, guys, a lot of times dealers will do warranty work for you and Harley-Davidson will deny the claim and the dealer ends up eating it. But of course, they're never going to tell you that because they like you. They want you to keep coming back to their dealership. But anyhow, guys, that's all I've got for you this week. If you guys enjoyed the video, please don't forget, hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. But until next week, guys, you guys stay safe on those streets, ride smart, dodge the cars, and I'll catch you guys back here next Friday with a new video. Thanks for watching, guys.